Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. Pydantic, Data Validation, episode 13 of 20. Getting valid data into your system is only half the battle. When it is time to return that data to a front end, you often find your payloads bloated with empty fields and default values that the user never actually provided. Serialization, or dumping data safely, is how you clean up that outward flow. Once your data sits safely inside a Pydantic model, you eventually need to extract it to send it somewhere else. You have two primary ways to do this. The first is calling model dump. This method reads your model and returns a plain Python dictionary. The second is calling model dump JSON. This method skips the dictionary step and returns a fully formatted JSON string, ready to be sent over the wire. The difference between these two goes slightly deeper than just a dictionary versus a string. It comes down to serialization modes. By default, model dump operates in Python mode. If your model contains a complex type, like a datetime object, the resulting dictionary will still contain a Python datetime object. On the other hand, model dump JSON operates in JSON mode. JSON does not know what a Python datetime object is, so Pydantic automatically converts it into a standard string representation. Here is the key insight. You can actually force the dictionary output to use JSON mode. If you call model dump and pass the mode argument set to JSON, Pydantic returns a dictionary where all the complex types have already been translated into basic JSON-safe formats like strings and integers. That handles the types, but you still have to manage the shape of your payload. Take a user profile model returning data to a front end. The model might define 20 possible fields. A new user signs up and only provides their name and email. The other 18 fields fall back to empty strings, nulls, or default avatar URLs. If you dump that model normally, you send all 20 fields to the front end. To fix this, Pydantic provides 3 specific keyword arguments you can pass to either dump method. The most precise one is exclude unset. When you set exclude unset to true, Pydantic tracks exactly which fields were populated when the model was created. It will only dump the name and email. The 18 default fields are completely left out of the dictionary or JSON string. This ensures you never leak fallback data that the user did not actually submit. If you want a slightly different behavior, you can use exclude defaults. This flag tells Pydantic to omit any field that currently matches its default value. It doesn't care if the user explicitly submitted that default value or if the system filled it in automatically. If the value matches the default, it gets removed from the output. Finally, there's exclude none. Set this to true and Pydantic will strip out any field where the value is currently none. This is purely a value check and ignores defaults or unset tracking entirely. These exclusion flags give you tight control over your network traffic and API responses. Keep your internal models completely comprehensive, but use your dump methods to ensure your external payloads remain exactly as lean as they need to be. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.